Hey guys, my name is Will Lunden, and today we're going to be trying out the ōPik optical guitar pickup. I'm primarily a metal guitarist, so one of my first questions when these guys started talking with me was how it could sound in a sort of high-gain, liquidy metal lead guitar context. And there's so much more sonic information to work with that I was wondering, how's this going to sound when I plug it into sort of a high-gain tone? And turns out it can make some screaming high-gain tones. Let me demonstrate. So the ōPik is an optical guitar pickup that's a drop-in replacement for standard magnetic guitar pickups. So you can see one installed in this Les Paul right here. The ōPik is really cool because it uses infrared light to sense the position of the guitar strings instead of using a coil and some permanent magnets to sense the motion of a guitar string. As a result, you actually get a lot more sonic information. You can actually sense the low end of the string's motion a lot more effectively, in addition to all of the high-frequency information that you would sense with a magnetic pickup. So the ōPik app is actually really useful because in addition to all this individual string volume control and being able to mute or unmute individual strings, you can also apply some EQ. So there's treble and bass control, which has been super useful, kind of throwing on a little bit more treble for lead tones, a little bit more bass for especially clean tones, where this it's a whole different ballgame with this pickup. It really excels for big, full-bodied, clean tones, much more so than you'd get with a magnetic pickup. So you have a lot of control over that from within the app. And there's also overall volume, which is pretty cool. You can kind of dial in how much you want to push your amp if you're going through some gain stages. I'm going through some simulated gain stages right now, so that's been super useful. So another really cool feature of the ōPik app is this phase selector switch, which you can see right here. And the phase selector switch actually changes the relative phase of the photodetectors built into the pickup, which are sensing the guitar string's position. And there's a couple different ways that the pickup can do this, and you have the option to switch between them, and it gives pretty different sonic characteristics. So I'll demonstrate by playing a couple of chords. So this is with the phase switch set to off. And this is with the phase switch set to on. So now we can get into the really exciting sort of things you can accomplish with the ōPik compared to a magnetic guitar pickup. So this guitar actually is outfitted with nylon strings. It's an electric guitar. This is a Stratocaster with nylon strings. And if you've ever tried to put a magnetic pickup under nylon strings, you're not going to hear too much because they're non-magnetic. But if you're using light to sense the guitar string, well, you can use any kind of string you want, including nylon strings. So let's give this a whirl and see how this sounds. So that's a high gain tone with nylon strings. That's something you don't hear every day. It actually sounds really cool. It feels really natural.